So normally we pick one topic and we just stick to it for the duration of the video. There's like 4 topics I really need to touch on, but we're gonna split it right down the middle. 2 today, 2 tomorrow, unless something else crazy happens. But the long-awaited debut professionally for Zion Williamson, it finally happened. Finally, okay. Plays in 3 quarters of one game in the summer league over the summer. Earthquake happens. They got to shut the game down against the Knicks. Then he gets into the preseason, plays 4 games. Yeah, whole 4 games, and then gets hurt. Surgery is needed, and finally, they hold him out longer than they need to, and finally, I'll say it one more time, finally, Zion Williamson takes the court last night, Wednesday night, home against the Spurs, in a losing effort, but Zion Williamson's second half was remarkable. All right, Zion Williamson played 18 total minutes, and he had only 2 points up until this stretch. In the fourth quarter, in a span of just over 3 minutes, he scored 17 straight points. Now, he's a decent 3-point shooter. I think it's one area he's going to need to improve upon. But he was 4 for 4 from 3. Impressive. He loosened up. It looks like something happened. He claims after the game that he got some pep talks kind of from Drew Holiday and Darius Miller and different players that he had on his team that his teammates needed to talk him into kind of just letting loose and saying, listen, you're going to screw up. You're going to miss shots. You're going to turn the ball over. You're not going to hit every single shot that you take and play a perfect game like you nearly did when you were on the floor at Duke. So just kind of let loose and just play. And from there, he went on a little bit of a tear, had a total of 22 points in 18 minutes with, I believe, 7 or 8 rebounds. A really, really, really solid NBA debut. Now, weighing in allegedly at 285 pounds, the 3rd heaviest player in the NBA currently. So, I'm not saying he needs to change his body drastically because this is what got him here. And you look at him right now and he is in shape. He's in good shape. But you're going to see him, hopefully, take the advice of his trainers, his training staff, his medical staff, his coaches, and his parents, and whoever else is going to give him the right advice. And he's going to lose 20 pounds. That's what he needs to do, okay? You heard it from me, the host of the Dave Talk Sports podcast, Dave Ettinger, right here on the Dave Talk Sports YouTube channel, where you find me every single morning on the way home, driving along the Long Island Expressway, on the way home from CBS Sports Radio, where I work overnight. So, looking forward to see what Zion Williamson can do the rest of the season. Don't know that he can help bring the Pelicans into the playoffs and the 8th seed, but anything's possible because the back half of the playoff picture of the Western Conference is not what it used to be. A team that's going to win 48 games. It's not that anymore. It's a team that's going to hover around 500. So we'll see. Now, the even bigger news probably from yesterday, and again, lots of stories happening on Wednesday, but Eli Manning it's not official yet, but he is going to be retiring. Going to be announced, we believe, on Friday. After 16 seasons, all with the New York Football Giants, and now it's like the instantaneous reaction is, well, is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? I've never liked Eli. Like is a relative term. I never really liked Eli Manning as a football player. I think he's overrated. I think that statistically speaking, and in the regular season, and just the eye test that you have of him, and the way he played in the regular season, especially against, upper level competition, he was really the definition of mediocre. I mean, look at his regular season record, 117, he's 500. That kind of paints the picture. It's a microcosm of his career, but you can never take away the 2 runs that he had. And they didn't win a single playoff game outside of the 2 Super Bowl runs that he had. But they happened. And he's without a doubt a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't care what you say. And again, I don't particularly like him that much as a talent and a skill set. He didn't throw the prettiest football in the world. He wasn't very mobile, but he showed up to play every single day, literally every single game, until he was ridiculously benched for Geno Smith. And then he was benched this past year for Daniel Jones. But very fitting that he got back into some game action late in the year, and he brought his record to just 100% even, 500 for his career. But he has 2 Super Bowls, you know him. The 2 times he beat the Patriots with the ridiculous plays to Tyree and Manningham. I mean, that's one of the purest throws you've ever seen in that kind of moment in NFL history. And he's got both MVPs in both of those Super Bowls. So you can't take that away from him, and he is a surefire lock for the Hall of Fame. So people who debate that, again, you could dislike him as a player, just like I do. I never liked him when he was coming out of Ole Miss. I just didn't think he was going to be that good. And I was wrong about that. But he is an absolute Hall of Famer. You didn't hear it here first, but you heard it here. On the Dave Talk Sports YouTube channel, I'm Dave Ettinger, your host. You're going to join me every single morning on the ride home as the sun starts to come up. So, Thursday morning, 6:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got a guy riding my butt on the expressway for absolutely no reason because I'm already going slightly above the speed limit, but don't tell anybody. And I hope you enjoy your Thursday. Big story is coming tomorrow as well. Enjoy your day, everybody. See you.